temanku juga. It's not fully on her, but on my side too. I was too abusive verbally. That made her leave too. So
if you're always together all the time, I don't know, maybe
jenuh nggak sih? Tapi nggak jenuh. Gimana jenuhnya tuh ngomongnya gimana ya? Takutnya saking seringnya kalian bareng itu kayak malah growing apart, no?
I don't know about that, but maybe if I could say something about this, it would be like maybe if you're alone, you could like do things you like.
What's good everyone? Welcome back to our channel, The Frux Podcast. Anjay, today bersama gua, Greg, and Georgie. What's good, George? What's good? It's no longer The Freaks Podcast, guys. No longer. We tobat dari sana.
Was good.
Yeah, risky business. Yo, it's been how long did we since met? Yeah, George. Was it like a week ago? Yeah.
Udah. Yeah, about two weeks.
2 weeks? Dang, bro.
3 weeks maybe, 4 weeks.
So yeah, hi guys, kembali lagi bersama kita. Sorry ya, kita butuh break dulu. Kita putus dulu sementara. Asik. Kenapa nih? Ada masalah apa nih? Kayak ada masalah relationship gak sih? Gimana nih? Aduh, like no. Tapi kita pengen gini dulu sih. Kita banyak yang nanya soalnya nih. Kenapa sih kita bikin The Frux Podcast gitu? Kenapa kita bikin podcast ini, George?
Kenapa ya? Mungkin karena kita sekarang hidup di era digital. I mean, satu, kita kan sama-sama punya kamera. Kita juga sama-sama punya.
We have the same hobby and passion basically.
We have the same hobby. We have equipment. We have the lights. We have everything we need to make a podcast. So why not?
And ini juga upaya gue buat lebih mendekat sama George lagi sih guys. Jadi kayak kan rumah kita ini dari ujung benua ke ujung benua. No, joking bro. But like in all seriousness, ya kita emang we like doing stuff like this, you know, exploring new things,
Yeah, something to do.
Alright, let's get straight to the point with our today's topics, relationship stuff, right? Yeah.
Okay.
What is your love language, dude?
My love language, I would say the top is physical touch, probably.
You have like categories of like love languages, like no, maksudku kayak ada tahapannya gitu, like urutannya.
Iya.
Oh, I thought per orang cuma ada satu love language, enggak ya?
Love language maksudnya kan bisa beberapa kan. Cuma kayak ada kayak top 3, terus yang sisanya nggak terlalu. Setauku sih gitu, cuma.
Karena kalau aku I only have like one gitu loh.
Apa?
Words of affirmation.
That's your love language. That's you receive or you give.
I give and I receive. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. Or sometimes, yeah, that's actually aku juga ada 2 sih benernya. Sometimes I love to give. What is that? Actions?
Gifts berarti.
Kayak gue ngasih barang ke orang tuh.
Kalau nggak salah sih tuh giving gifts. I don't know.
Giving
Receiving,
gifts. I think that's the thing. Cause like my girlfriend does that too, you know. She loves giving gifts, but dia nggak suka kalau
dikasih.
Iya, dia lebih suka, dia bukan nggak suka, dia suka dikasih, cuman dia lebih suka kalau memberi. Ya. Gitu.
Oke. Gifts. Nah, kalau bisa kasih contoh, dia ngasih kayak kado apa biasanya?
Nah, most recently dia ngasih kado ke aku apa ya? Kalau nggak salah baju deh. Baju, terus apa lagi, jaket, ya.
Tiba-tiba itu dia udah beliin terus
She's literally waktu itu pas lagi di Jepang, sempat-sempatnya ke Uniqlo kalau nggak salah beliin aku jaket sweater. Gitu. So I think itu kayak effort banget kan, ya. Sampai ke Jepang segala, padahal di Uniqlo di Bali juga ada. I'm joking, babe. But thank you so much, dude.
Pakai Jepang segala.
Ngapain lu pakai gitu segala? Gebet deh anjing.
Gaya banget ya.
Gebet cuy.
Padahal di BW kan ada.
Iya, makanya di BW ada loh.
Iya.
Ngapain ke Jepang? Banyak gaya. Gak joking sayang.
Okay.
No, terus like elaborate though, like what do you like kalau pacarmu apa love language? Maksudnya kayak what does she does to you? Kalau ulang tahun.
Kalau ulang tahun not usually sih. Kan baru sekali aku ulang tahun sama ini. We like set a date, tapi maksudnya date-nya itu bukan kayak dinner doang gitu loh, cuma maksudnya misalnya kita kayak ke Ubud atau kemana gitu,
Oh,
jadi
okay. Yeah. Oh, I want to say something, but I'm first gonna get banned, dude.
apa?
No, I'm good. Terus.
Yeah, but we set like activities we could do the whole day or maybe like 2 days. For my birthday this year, me, my mom, and
Oh, when's your birthday?
January 12th.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
year. She set us to go to Kintamani.
Set us? What do you mean, like
Yeah, I
you
mean-
and your mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she was finding places which could bring dogs.
Hmm.
Jadi ya dia bawa Ryan anjingku
Oh, that's cute.
sama mamaku sama Susi.
Oh,
Jadi
okay,
kita
okay.
bareng-bareng nginep di Kintamani 2 hari. 2
So,
malam.
itu lebih ke acts of service ya? Love language ya, right?
I would say yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, extra service.
The one thing that my girlfriend really pentingin about itu ya love language itu dia act of service banget. Menurutmu tuh act of service sih datang dari orang yang pengen atau dia menuntut ke orang lain untuk act of service ke dia?
Maksudnya gimana?
Contohnya nih kayak let's say my girlfriend has act of service love language-nya kan. And dia tuh kadang-kadang nyuruh aku kayak ayolah kamu kalau misalnya kita naik motor kayak gagangnya tuh diturunin dulu biar kakiku bisa napak gitu, atau enggak misalnya bukain ini itu gitu loh, ngerti gak sih?
Oh iya.
Harusnya tuh dia gak sih yang kayak gitu? Maksudnya kayak ngerti gak sih kalau dia love language-nya act of service, harusnya dia gak sih act of service?
Nggak, extra service setauku itu bisa extra service yang nerima sama ngasih gitu loh. Kalau dia kan gift giving itu yang extra service yang dia ngasih. Mungkin yang dia terima itu ya
Oh gitu.
extra service itu.
Oke. Gue baru kebuka sekarang nih. Ya.
Aku buka.
Apa ya? I love how we get so cancelled easily, dude. If we say one thing. Dang. Alright. But like, have you ever had a breakup though?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I have.
Dang. How many?
I've had a breakup, yeah, and it's not easy, but
It's not easy, right?
You
How long did it take you to like move on? Like people usually no. When my first breakup was like, it took me 1 month. No, it took me a few months.
1 month.
A lot of what?
You said 1 month.
No, it took me a lot of months, dude. But for my ex, it took her like 1 month or 1 week. I don't know. It's either two of those. Cause like once we broke up, she already had a date with someone.
Pas putus
Pas
langsung
putus nunggu seminggu atau sebulan langsung udah ada orang lain.
udah ada
Imagine that.
pacar.
Udah ada pacar. Langsung chat gitu. Berarti kan dia udah ada nggak sih harusnya? Right?
Ya,
See?
aku nggak tahu ya kalau kayak gitu.
But like pertanyaanku tuh kayak if you had a breakup, would you like to take a break, like take a breather to respect the past relationship, and then once you're ready to like find another new relationship?
I mean, yes, one is the respect, of course, but it's for yourself as well gitu loh. Like you've just been through this relationship. Depends, like mungkin kamu pacaran cuma sebulan atau mungkin beberapa tahun, kan nggak tahu. Jadi depends, if maybe pacarannya sebulan mungkin lebih cepat kan you get through the breakup, but if you were together with this girl for like maybe 4 years or 5 years, take a while, right? It should take a while, but yeah, I mean, if it took her that fast, I don't know. Maybe she
already had someone before we broke up.
I don't know.
It might be the case.
Could be, or she just can't live without a partner.
That's true.
That's why when you guys broke up, she just instantly tried to find anyone
someone
who
to
could
cry
maybe
on.
fill the void. Depends on the people, depends on the person. But yeah, it usually has to take time.
How long did it take you though?
I don't know how long it took me, like specifically. Took me a while, but eventually when it does go away, those feelings and everything properly, it usually takes maybe like 3 to 6 months minimum.
3 to 6 months minimum, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
For you to properly like
Udah bener
yeah.
tenang, peace with yourself lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me. Terus kamu?
I don't know. 10 months later baru aku dapat, Cok.
baru dapat
pacar. So kalau aku sih
tapi healingnya
tuh I agree with you, 3 months I think it's enough.
Yeah, 3 months is enough.
It's enough lah, cukup. Cuman ya masih terngiang-ngiang like the pain and all that and the good memories probably ya. Tapi kalau udah ngelewatin past those 3 months or 5 months mark, ya I think it's udah nggak terlalu kebayang-bayang lagi nggak sih? And so our psychology goes back on itself gitu lah.
You're more focused on yourself.
Yeah, so jadi pas dulu gue break up tuh George ya, gue langsung ini nge-gym, so try to do something productive, like trying to be different lah gitu loh.
Yes.
I mean like you're the witness. So
trying to be Sigma.
Yeah, trying to be Sigma.
Trying to be CBD.
Yeah, gitu bro. Yeah, dang. I mean like kalau LDR like what did you do? Like maksudnya kalau can you do like long distance relationship?
I believe I could do LDR, long distance relationship. But yeah, it depends on like the person ya. If you're the type to chat all the time, call all the time, mungkin lebih gampang. Kayak kamu emang sering banget ngechat sama nge-call pacarmu.
Sorry, but isn't it like the other way around? Like orang yang makin sering ngechat, makin sering call gitu, mereka nggak bisa ini nggak sih? Malah nggak bisa LDR nggak sih, George?
Nggak tahu sih. Kalau dari perspektifku, gini, kan kamu lebih sering komunikasi kan lebih bagus. Kalau LDR emang perlu waktu sendiri-sendiri. Cuma kan masing-masing perlu waktu. Kalau kamu nggak sering ngechat, nggak sering nge-call, takutnya like satu sisi itu bisa ngerasa kita kurang care atau kita lupa gitu loh sama mereka.
That's true, yeah. Communication is key, as they say, right?
Makanya kalau misalnya emang kalian tuh sering ngechat, sering nge-call, jadi lebih gampang gitu kalau LDR. Karena udah terbiasa ngechat terus, nge-call terus gitu. Menurutku gitu.
I mean like as long as kita masih bisa visit the person on the other side, it's good, right? Tapi kalau misalnya udah overseas gitu, misalnya dia di luar negeri, kita di Indo gitu kan, it's like what can we do about it gitu? We can't really do anything, right?
I mean it's all about trust sih. At that point, it's all about trust.
Yeah, it's balik lagi ke kepercayaan, right?
Yeah, kepercayaan masing-masing.
But what do you think though? What if your trust is broken by your partner lah? Can you still go on with that relationship or no?
I would definitely give a second chance. And yeah, depends on what the problem was and everything, but you'll have to see, are you willing to stay strong to sort of let them get your trust back. But yeah, that depends on the person really. Like if you decide to end it there, you can end it there, but if you decide to stay strong and fight through it and you think it's worth it, yeah, do it. But yeah, comes with its risk.
Yeah. Oh my god, like talking about breakups and all that, gimana ya, itu kayak trauma gak sih? Is it traumatizing to you? Like, no, for me, I think it's a whole of a trauma because like I got cheated on a lot back in the days. Yeah, I don't want to bring this up again, but like hopefully my ex didn't watch this. Yeah. But like trauma itu dulu bener-bener ngaruh banget ya, karena takutnya ngaruh ke relationship yang sekarang ya, tapi ujung-ujungnya sih enggak juga, karena kayak me and my girlfriend now, it's way more better and healthier, so like it's a learning curve, for me, because like back then I used to be very emotional, kayak ada yang something yang nggak pas sama aku dikit, aku marah, I lash out, I say names to her, like that makes her leave me because like she's afraid of me going to be an abusive type of man, right? So itu juga bikin aku belajar gitu loh. Jadi kayak
kesalahanmu
kesalahanku juga, it's not fully on her but on my side too. I was too abusive verbally gitu. So that made her leave too. So for this relationship aku kayak jadi belajar banget kayak I really should control my emotion gitu loh. Don't be so emotional and don't lash out easily. and it works, you know. I had my doubts when I dated this one right here. Kayak aku takutnya kayak nggak bisa langgeng gitu loh, ketinggalan nggak bisa lama.
Karena kamu sendiri.
Karena aku sendiri. Turns out karena aku udah naruh mindset itu bisa gitu loh. Bisa nahan ternyata gitu kan. Bisa sampai udah hampir 3 tahun sekarang anjay. Lagi anniversary nih boys anjay. Gitu. Talking about anniversary though. Where do you usually go? Or what do you do on anniversary or on Valentine? Do you mix it up or do you make it a different?
I mean it's a different date sih.
It is.
Aku anniversary sama Valentine beda berapa? 6 bulan, 8 bulan. Ya jadi I don't know. Depends on what we plan to do, but what do you do?
Kalau aku sih, aku biasa kayak gini ya. Kalau anniversary sama Valentine biasanya aku gabung gitu loh. Ketika sih, aku usually I combine. Ketika sih me and my girlfriend usually kayak kita gabung gitu eventsnya. Jadi kayak sekalian gede gitu loh, sekalian banyak pengeluarannya.
Kalian beda tanggalnya berapa lama?
Our anniversary, shit. Wait, is it? Wait, no. It's at November 3rd, I guess.
Ini jauh banget berarti.
Ya emang jauh banget. Cuman kayak we don't wanna spend too much on Valentine Day gitu loh, ngerti gak sih? Karena we usually spend too much on Valentine's and on our anniversary we have to spend again, right?
Sorry, can you elaborate? Spending too much itu gimana?
Spending too much. Okay, for example, we usually go to a restaurant, and then in that restaurant we usually spend almost $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on our anniversary, I spent on like flowers. I spent on the dresses for her to buy.
Okay.
Yeah. And usually, and her birthday is also on November. So it's like tiga hal yang berbeda aku satuin gitu loh. So it's like the expense ya udah di situ aja.
Expense di situ aja. Tapi kalau ulang tahun sama Valentine nggak ngapain berarti?
Kalau ulang tahun sama Valentine ya. Kalau ulang tahun biasanya sih aku nggak ada ngapa-ngapain sih, aneh ya. Pas anniversary baru ada kemana-kemana.
Tapi nggak ngasih apa-apa juga gitu?
Ngasih dong. Kalau ulang tahun ngasih Valentine, ngasih bunga. Makanya gue gabung.
Cuma eventnya yang besar di satu hari. Cuma sisanya kamu masih kasih gift lah.
Masih kecil-kecil lah.
Oh iya.
Just for that day gitu loh.
Oh iya. Yang penting nggak kosong aja sih. Tadi aku mikirnya, waduh.
Enggak lah.
Ini
it's like gue kayak gak tanggung jawab banget gak sih sebagai cowok.
Iya maksudnya kalau Valentine karena kamu bilang udah digabung di November kan nih. Kamu gak ngapain-ngapain.
Ngapain sih gue kasih lu lagi kan udah digabung November cuy.
Kan udah baja tuh November.
Uang gue. Aduh ya gitu. Makanya ya kalau for me it's more of a financial matter sih. Gitu.
It's okay.
Gitu sih Georgie. So like what is this? Another topics? Balances of independence and togetherness. What is that?
In a relationship, obviously you need time alone and you need time together, obviously.
Yes, I agree
together
with that.
Is obvious, right? But yeah, if you're in a relationship, say you live together, maybe like you're already 25, 28, you're about to get married, you live together. If you're always together all the time, I don't know, maybe
jenuh nggak sih? Tapi nggak jenuh. Gimana jenuhnya tuh ngomongnya gimana ya? Takutnya saking seringnya kalian bareng itu kayak malah growing apart, no?
I don't know about that, but maybe if I could say something about this, it would be like maybe if you're alone, you could like do things you like. Say something simple lah. Maybe for me, like I want to like game, you know, like I want to play CSGO on the PC and I want to like whole day play the game, you know. But sometimes when you're in a relationship, you can't do that. Because you need to spend time with her and stuff like that. So it needs to be balanced where you have your days and then you have your days together with her. So you can't only have what you want, but you always have to think of what she wants as well gitu loh.
That's true, yeah. But like I think it all depends. Balik lagi sih ke pasangan kita kan. Misalnya kalau mereka emang bisa respect sama hubungan kita yang masih belum terjanur, ibaratnya kayak
Iya.
bahasa orang janur belum melengkung kok udah dikekang gitu, right? So kalau misalnya dia bisa respect kayak gitu ya, it's really good on her. Tapi kalau misalnya dia cuman I just want you to be on my side all the time, terus kayak spend time with me kemana. Nah, I think it's mature of her for me ya, in my honest opinion, kayak it's really inconsiderate, you know. So ya balik lagi sih ke pasangan masing-masing ya. Untungnya sih my girlfriend juga respects boundaries gitu loh.
Gini sih, menurutku ini depending on what you do in your alone time gitu loh. Kayak misalnya hobimu kalau nge-game kan gampang, dia tinggal temenin aja misalnya duduk di belakangmu aja pas kamu lagi main game kan.
Yes.
Jadi masih bareng anggapannya. Tapi kalau hobimu udah mungkin kayak biliar kayak atau apa yang dimana dia nggak mau atau misal nggak mau ikut atau apa, kayak aku nggak tahu ya contohnya apa, mungkin pokoknya yang keluar kayak atau apa.
Yeah, with the boys ya.
Yeah, with the boys. Mungkin dia nggak bisa ikut karena ini kan kamu sama temen-temenmu cowok-cowok kan, dan dia nggak mungkin ikut. Dan kalau misalnya dia bermasalah sama itu, it can cause problems in the relationship. But yeah. I mean like contohnya kayak kita sekarang, kita lagi bikin podcast gitu kan. Well, she didn't hold me back gitu loh, kayak come on, you're going there, itu kayak jauh banget loh di Jimbaran, kayak so far away gitu. So kamu nanti jam berapa baliknya gitu kan, nggak mungkin gitu. So ini udah terbukti juga kan, kayak ya contohnya your girlfriend now giving you space gitu kan, to for us to make this podcast gitu. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's important.
Balance is important, guys. In a relationship aja.
Ini Greg orang paling balance.
Balance apa dulu nih?
Work-life balance.
Dude. Actually though, I do value that. Work-life balance is really important. Mungkin orang-orang bilang kayak generasi Gen Z pentingnya cuman pentingin tango doang. Cuman pentingin kerjaan udahlah belakangan, yang penting kerja pulang udah gitu. Kerja pulang go.
Yeah.
I mean to be honest ya, aku gitu juga gitu loh. I do that. Yeah, it's all for me sih basically, karena kayak we get paid until that time, ya udah be yourself. Gak maksudnya kayak, ngerti gak sih George? Respect yourself sih kalau aku sih. You know?
Tergantung sih, maksudnya kalau kayak gitu kan work life balance, maksudnya nggak kita 24 jam kerja terus.
Yeah,
I get that, but depends if your goal is to like level up in this company, level up in this hotel or something like that. You gotta add the hours, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously, but it depends if you don't really feel like you need to level up, or you don't feel like you need to show that you're 110%. That's all right. And if you're okay with the pay and everything, it depends on the person really.
Yeah.
But yeah, there always needs to be a balance, of course.
I do every time I work. I always show my 110 like efforts to, jadi kayak supaya mereka juga bisa ngeliat gue kerja cuma nyari uang doang, enggak, maksudnya kayak gue juga committed gitu lah, gue juga invested my time, my life in here gitu lah. So and I mean like I'm saying this pulang tenggo and all that, maksudku kayak kita tuh kerja udah like for 5 days straight, and it's most of our life itu ada di sana gitu loh. So it's like my second home there gitu loh. So that's what I'm trying to say. Jadi kayak kalau pulangnya lebih gitu, itu kayak gimana ya? I feel like you're missing out on your life gitu loh, on your personal life, on your mental health juga. It's like sometimes you get really exhausted, you know.
Yeah, I mean it depends on the workplace as well, right? Kalau misalnya mereka emang kayak
depending
di kamu disuruh diem situ terus lanjutin apa namanya,
kayak mereka nggak kenal waktu gitu ya, tapi untungnya mereka nggak kayak gitu sih.
Misalnya contohnya gitu, maksudnya you don't get pay for these extra hours, itu mungkin baru unfair. Cuma maksudnya it depends on what you're doing, what work you're doing as well.